Hi everyone, my name is Carolina and I am very happy to be here today. This video is for my English course 7 and in this opportunity I am going to present my reflections about the step 2 of tax 1, which focus on English language awareness, especially on speaking skills and the process of learning a foreign language. For me, learning English is not only about studying grammar, memorizing vocabulary, or completing academic activities. It is also about personal growth, communication, and discovering new ways of understanding the world. So, today I would like to share my thoughts and my personal experience with learning English. First, I would like to talk about my purpose for studying English as a foreign language. My main purpose for studying English is to feel accomplished and to achieve something that I have wanted since I was child. Since I was little, I have found the idea of speaking another language very exciting. I always thought it was amazing to communicate with people from other places and understand a language that is different from my own. I am also very interested in English-speaking cultures, art, books, and different ways of life. Sometimes I have found interesting books or information about art and culture, but I could not understand them because they were written in English. This motivated me to continue learning because I realized that knowing English can open many doors. Besides that, English is very important for my professional and personal growth. Nowadays, speaking English can provide better academic and job opportunities. I believe that learning language is an investment in ourselves because it can help us reach goals that sometimes seem very far away. Now, regarding the nature of language study, I believe that acquiring speaking skills requires practice, patience, repetition, and interaction. When we start learning a language, we usually begin by listening and repeating what we hear. Repetition is an important first step because it helps us become familiar with pronunciations, vocabulary, expressions, and sentence structures. However, speaking is not only about repeating words. We also need to understand what we are saying and use the language in real situations. As Guillen explains, communication skills can be strengthened to practice. I completely agree with this idea because I have learned that the more I practice speaking, the more confident I become. Sometimes I make mistakes, but I understand that mistakes are a natural part of learning. In my opinion, we should not be afraid of making mistakes. A mistake does not mean that we are failing. Instead, it means that we are trying, learning, and improving. As the saying goes, practice makes progress. We don't know how to be perfect from beginning, we just have to keep moving forward. The third question is related to how I can assess my progress after planning my language study, especially my speaking skills. I can assess my progress in different ways. For example, I can record myself speaking English and listen to recording later. This allows me to identify the pronunciation problems, vocabulary limitations, or grammatical mistakes. I can also participate in conversation, exchange sessions, presentations, and activities where I have to communicate in English. Another important way to measure my progress is by comparing my current performance with my previous performance. If I can speak for longer, express my ideas more clearly, understand other people better, or feel more confident than before, that means I am making progress. Finally, I would like to tell about how I can organize lifelong language learning. For me, learning English should not finish when complete a course or receive a grade. It should be a continuous progress. I can organize my learning by setting realistic goals and creating a daily or weekly routine. For example, I can practice speaking, listen to podcasts or videos in English, and read about topics that I enjoy, learn new vocabulary, and participate in conversation with other people. I can also use technology as a support for my learning. Digital tools can give me opportunities to practice my pronunciation, listening, vocabulary, and communication. However, I believe that technology is most useful when we use it consistently and with a clear purpose. To conclude, learning English is a challenge, but it is also a beautiful opportunity. It has taught me progress does not happen overnight. Sometimes we improve quickly, and sometimes progress is slower, but every small effort is important. I believe that the most important thing is to stay motivated, be patient with ourselves, and never stop learning. We should not compare our progress with other people's progress because every person has their own journey. For me, English represents opportunities, confidence, communication, and personal growth. I hope that in the future I can continue improving my speaking skills and become a more confident English speaker. Thank you very much for watching my video and listen to my reflection. I hope you enjoy it. Remember, learning a language is not about being perfect. It is about having the courage to communicate, make mistakes, learn from them, and keep going. Thank you and have a wonderful day.